Okay, what's up? It's your guy PT, and I'm so happy and grateful that you took the time out of your day to come and visit with me. So this is ReThink, and the purpose of ReThink is to impact you and empower you with every day-to-day struggles that you may encounter in life. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. My name is PT, and I invite you out to ReThink with me. Today, we're going to be talking about information. That's pretty much it, information. And it's pretty cool because in information, there's three words in that one. You got in, you got form, and then you got the action part, the information. So what you do is all the information that you bring in, everything that you get from your family, the books, your past mentors and teachers in life, it's all information. And once you take it in, then you form it into your mind. You literally form whatever it is that you thought about into your own perspective. And then once it's formed, is the action part. You act on what it is that was formed in your mind from what you brought into yourself. And that's the pretty thing and cool thing about that. And that's the whole thing. And here's a question that asks is, why is information so important to me? Why is information vital for my success? And information, I wouldn't say it's the most important thing, but is pretty much up there on what is very, 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 very important on you in your life. Why? Because what you pretty much bring in is ultimately what you're going to become. And what you don't know is what you don't know. So if I don't know how to do something, then I don't know how to do it. So it's important for us to gain and access and learn new information to elevate and level ourselves up in life. But it's also important, and we have to guard ourselves on what information we bring in, because we don't know what that is and if it's true or not. So be very careful. Get around good sources of information. Place yourself in good environments that you can be trustful and learn that information. So, and that comes back to why I said you have to be careful. So my question is, where do you get your information from? Who are you listening to? Who are you listening to? What are you listening to every day? Because the things that we feed in, these are the things that, like I said, we're going to ultimately become. So it's extremely important that we are not necessarily hesitant, but we are aware of what we receive into our lives. A good question to ask yourself when you're not so sure of if I can trust this source or not is, does this source have the success that I want? Is this person showing the desires that I want? Or do they have the money that I want? Do they have the cars, the clothes, whatever your desire may be? Can I see it? And is that what I want? If it's not, then don't place yourself around that. Do they have the results? Are they showing it? Or are they only showing half the lifestyle? You can't even really see what's behind closed doors, what's behind the Instagram page, all of that. Be very vital and careful. And a lot of the information that's out there is poor. And now, I'm not talking about poor about being a lack of money. That's broke. That's just being broke. Poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. Poor choices. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. There is a vast amount of information that is out there. A lot of it. But a lot of it is poor. A lot of it is not good information that we can process. We need to be around the people that we know they have the desires that we want and the opportunities that they can provide us for what we need. And then once we gain that information, we must take action. The last part of the word of information. Take action on that. And are we even aware of the opportunities that we're around? Because a lot of the time, we have more than what we need. So, like I said, all the information is not good. Some of it is poor. All the information that's on social media, local news like Fox, CBN, ABC, bloop, 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 bloop. And even at the dinner table sometimes, our family and friends may be great people. Mom and dad, we may look up to them. But if mom and dad does not have the success I want, if Susie hasn't made $1 million, if my college professor hadn't even made $100,000, how is that college professor going to give me financial advice? How is Susie gonna tell me what's good and bad for my business decisions in my life? And the same goes for mom and dad. They may be great people, but if they don't have the success that I desire and the success that I want, then I have to keep a blind eye to them. I can still be friends and keep it cool with them, but when it comes to taking information in and who I'm becoming, you have to be aware, because some of these people, they are only giving you from what they can see. They have their own mental and caps on their thinking process of their brain to where they can become. Susie has only gotten so far. Mom and dad has only gotten so far. So that is a cap on the stepping stone of where I'm trying to be. Susie down here, I'm trying to be all the way up here. So I'm going to be looking at Mr. Mighty up here and studying his path, not Susie's. Okay? So it's pretty much what it is. We have to reject all the negative and non-good information that's not from good sources, because if not, then that's, like I said, ultimately what you'll become. You'll take in and become what you ultimately don't desire to be. And another, you might figure out, well, how do I get around good information then? What if I'm not around those information? Well, there's 3 steps you can basically break this down into. And the first one is network. Network up. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes to be around people that are more successful than you. You might not be able to get around the major top sayers like the Grant Cardones and the Bill Gates. May not be able to be around millionaires, but you can be around people that are more successful than you. If you sit down at a dinner table, or if you sit down in a public area, you need to be the brokest one in that table. Why? Because if you are the lowest one at that table, then your reach and your capabilities is so much higher. But if you're the smartest person at the table, how are you going to grow? You can grow other people at that table and let them look up to you, but are you growing? Where are you getting your information from? Who are you listening to? Good questions, man. You need to be able to bump shoulders, lock eyes, make eye contact, do high fives, dap people up, talk to people that are more successful than you. Be in those environments, because the environments that you're in is ultimately who you become. So you want to soak all of that up. Network with those people. Align yourself with the proper information. Align yourself up with those people. Learn exactly what they're doing and then replicate it. Literally replicate it. If they have the success that you do, then why would you not do exactly what they did or listen to what they tell you to do? They gave you the blueprint. It's right there. I don't work to make more money. No, I work to grow my capabilities, which, by the way, is unlimited. Us as human beings have unlimited potential. So when you say, I can only do this, I can only do that, I can only make so much, you are only doing those things because you said that's what you could do. You literally put a cap on yourself. Stop doing that. You have unlimited potential. So don't say what you can and can't do, because you literally do not know. You will never know, because it is unlimited. The next thing is pay for it. You literally have to pay the price. You have to pay in order to play the game. If a lot of the successors, the people that are at the top levels, if they're releasing programs, if they're inviting you out to events, if they're calling you, they may be talking to you, they call you on the phone, then pay whatever it has to be paid to get that information. Place yourself in that environment, even if you have to pay something to do it, because that's what's going to ultimately give you the information and grow. In order for you to form the information and take action on it, you got to be in it. If you got to be in it, then you got to pay for it. Literally pay. You got to pay the price. You have to be uncomfortable and pay whatever it takes. The next one is be teachable and coachable. Hold on, I actually skipped a step. Let's say that you don't have the money. Let's go back to pay for it, because if you know, a lot of people, they say, all right, there's this guy that he's great. He's a great teacher, but his course costs $5,000. Well, then don't pay the $5,000. Go to something else. Find a different source. There's more than one way up the mountain. Go up the back. Find something. There's another way. Trust me. Where there's a will, there's a way. You can find a way. And if you don't have the money, then find a way to get the money. This is 2019 coming up on 2020, and there's more and multiple ways that we can gain money in life. Go do it. Sell your shoes, sell them J's that you just got. If you got services that you provide, you know how to do nails, you know how to do hair, go do that. Sell your Louis Vuitton purse. Quit going out to eat every night. Cancel your Netflix subscription, your Disney Plus. You don't need those things in life. What you need is up to you. But you can, like I said, just like you can got all those things, you can get what you want. You just have to save. If you really want it, like I said, there's a will, there's a way. So the last step, or the third step, is being teachable and coachable. Once you gain the access, once you buy the books, once you do all of that, be teachable and coachable with that information that you learn in. Actually learn it. Teachable means that I have a willingness to learn. Coachable means I have a willingness to change. You have to not only learn, but change your environment, change yourself to adapt to what it is that you're trying to become. Don't do all these things and not go the full way, the full path. And here is another reason why most people fail. They buy the CDs, they buy the books, they go to the events, they buy the program, they talk to the people, they do all these things and still fail. You can go from A to Z, you can learn the alphabet from A to Z and still not know the alphabet. Why? Because they did not change. They did not apply the information. Information. Action. Do the part. Actually change. Here's a great quote that one of the greatest lyricists of all time, in my opinion, said. He said, "The good news is that you came a long way. The bad news is that you went the wrong way." You went the wrong way, bro. You came all this way. You went all the way over there. You did this, you did that, you did all these things, but you did it wrong. You did it wrong. So we have to make sure that we do it correctly. Follow all the steps. Put into action. Actually change. Don't do all those things and not change at the end of the day. Don't get through all the way A to Z and get to the last letter of Z and then mess it up. And then you got to start back to ground zero. Reset. No. Moving forward, man. Moving forward. Capable. So pretty much what I have to say is never stop gaining new information and new knowledge that we can acquire, because it's going to ultimately grow you and make you become the person that is that you desire to be. If all the great people, the elders, the old people, the 80 plus years old, people like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Bob Proctor, if all these people still read books every day and acquire new knowledge, then why can't I? Why can't we? Why can't you? You can. You just got to believe that you can. Apply the new information. So like I said, thank you for coming out to ReThink with me. My name is PT, and the goal of this podcast is not to impress you. It's to impact you and empower you with a different perspective. Get you to rethink on different things in your everyday life. So thank you. My name is PT, and you stay blessed. Peace.